When it involves someone close to you, you are more tolerating and forgiving, even if they are overstepping their boundaries or imposing demanding restrictions. This is doubly so if their behavior towards you cannot be helped due to things such as mental health conditions. But as with everything, there is a limit to what you can tolerate. And this story is about OP's mother taking the reins of her daughter's wedding and piloting it to match her own preferences due to her severe OCD, which sadly results in a falling out. Today's tale. Am I the antagonist for telling my mother I don't want her at my wedding? I, 21 female, am getting married to my fiancé next week. My fiancé, 23 male. Let's call him Wesley. My mother, since I was a child, has had severe OCD, which came along being a huge germaphobe, such as making me wash my hands and feet 3 times with a Dove soap bar and nothing else or they're not clean anytime I got into the house. Like water, soap, lather and rinse 3 times in a row in front of her. Even if I just stepped outside for a second, you had to wash. Understandably, it is a bit of a pain, but I love her, and she can't help her condition. Another thing, at 11 PM every night, she has to walk around the house and flick each light switch 10 times, and then disinfect each and every switch because she touched them. She has been very accepting of Wesley, and treated him like he was her own son. Cooked for him, let him stay, and generally just lovely. When I told him about the washing hands and feet thing, he was also very understanding and applied the method. Last year, I told my mother about the wedding, and she was very happy in the beginning, until after we started making preparations, she started telling me what to do. For instance, for the venue, me and Wesley planned to go to this beautiful place that had ruins of a castle next to the sea during the summer. We only had an hour slot for the ceremony, to which after we would be moving to a hotel to have a meal and dance. My mother advised me to change the venue because she didn't like the fact we chose somewhere outside for the ceremony because no one would be clean. I argued it was what we wanted and that it is our wedding, not hers. She then went silent about it for the following time after that, never mentioned it. When choosing my wedding dress, I invited her along, and she argued with me that other people will have been in them so they're not clean, and then forced me to not even wear the wedding dresses just to have the assistant hold them up in front of me. My wedding is now next week, and yesterday my mother called me and asked for me to change the venue as there will be no sinks so people couldn't wash their hands and feet. To which I replied, I am not having over 70 guests individually wash their hands and feet 3 times, especially with the slot we have. It would take a huge chunk of everything. She started yelling at me that everything will go wrong, and that she's disappointed in me because I should know the rules. I refused to change my venue, as it would be difficult to find another in such short time, and me and Wesley have wanted this place for a while. She told me she will sort something out, and a few hours ago she sent me a screenshot from eBay of someone selling 5 tanks of water from them little water dispenser things you would usually find in an office, and a box full of Dove soap from her cupboard. I rang her up and to inform her, I think it's best if she didn't attend, as the wishes she wants are impacting my wedding. She ended the call without saying anything, and then posted on Facebook I was no daughter of hers and that I didn't love her. Am I the antagonist? Your mother feels upset because, in her perspective, she is being shunned for looking out for you. But clearly, she is way overstepping her boundaries and ruining your marriage. It's your wedding, so of course you should be able to orchestrate it however you want. Here's the update. Here's the update to those who wanted it. The wedding was yesterday. I absolutely had the best time of my life, and I've made the best memories. I took people's advice and I had told my friends, bridesmaids and maid of honor, about the situation, to which they helped me create a Zoom link that one of my friends would host for her to watch. I sent her this link early in the morning so she could see in time for the ceremony at 5 PM. She left this on read. She never attended the call. We noticed 6-7 people had cancelled last minute, to which when they were questioned by other people who knew them as to why, they replied saying they wouldn't want to watch me get married due to how I treated my mother, influenced by my mother's out-of-context Facebook post. After the ceremony, we went to the hotel as planned, and then during the dance, one of my mom's friends pulled me aside and asked as to why I was so disrespectful to my mother. From this, I felt extremely guilty, but I explained my side of the story, which she didn't believe. So she then left early and whispered things to other people who noticeably left earlier. Around 3 left due to her gossip. During the night, I sent her photos of which people who attended took, what I took, of little family photos and me at the altar, walking down the aisle. A photo of Wesley crying when seeing me in a wedding dress. She left those unread. Highlight of my night was my dad telling me my mother tried to give a wedding gift, but he checked what was in the box before he came, and it was a bar of Dove soap, so he just left it at home. It made me chuckle a little. After the wedding, me and Wesley stayed a night in the hotel we had the party and meal, and I received a text from my maid of honor of a screenshot of a Facebook post my mother had made. A quote she posted, I've attached it. Then when I go to check this Facebook post, I see she has blocked me on Facebook so that I couldn't even see her profile anymore. This was a final straw, so I texted her a long paragraph, basically saying how I love her, but she needs psychiatric help and therapy/meds. I also said how the Facebook posts were unnecessary, when we both know how I retracted the invite as I was looking out for her, not because I didn't love her. Additionally, I said whether she realized it or not, she was losing me as a daughter, and it didn't have to be like this. I also said it is now her choice to take the help she needs or not, because I can't force her to improve her own mentality. She has left this unread too. This situation has been taken way too far, but I can't and will not enable and feed into her compulsions and obsessions anymore. I love her, but I can't take this behavior anymore. Thank you for your support. I am very grateful for all the advice. I have had a great wedding and felt like a princess. You're all so sweet. Thank you. It's unfortunate that your mother could not see that she was being unreasonable. While we shouldn't blame her actions as it's heavily influenced by her condition, I do think that her not seeking treatment is her fault. It's one thing to have an illness, but another thing to ignore it and let it interfere with others' lives. Hopefully you two can reconcile down the road. What do you guys think of the story? Let me know. And that's all for tonight. Be sure to visit us next time. And if you want to, leave a like and subscribe.